I'm going to kick things off. I'll start with Labo. So I don't know, Justin, I can safely assume you didn't pick up Labo since you don't have a Switch yet. But Andy, have you picked up a Labo kit?
No, I'm kind of on the fence yet, and honestly, kind of what you've told me, like I'm kind of farther away from it now, so
Yeah.
that's okay. You saved me some money.
Yeah, so I said I wasn't going to buy it. And I think I made it till 11:30 the morning of launch before I picked one up. And even the lady checking me out at Best Buy was laughing at me. She's like, well, you did pretty good. We didn't open until like 9 o'clock. So I'm like, yeah, I guess. Because I was just like instantly mad. I'm like, only Nintendo could get me to open my wallet for $80 worth of cardboard.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I bought like the toy, is it like the Toy Con kit, not the robot one. And then I bought the accessory like decorating pack because I'm a sucker. It was like $10 for like a box of fucking stickers and stencils. Um, and I was like, you know what? At the very least, this will be a fun project. We didn't have anything going on this weekend. I can hang out with my kids and do this. And I would say for the most part, it is. Now, that kid is rated at ages 6+. My son's 4, my daughter's 6. And they wanted to build the house like thingy. It's like a virtual pet thing first. And that, no joke, I don't know what the projected time on that was, but that took us, with my two kids, at least 3 hours. It was, they had fun, don't get me wrong, but it's just like a lot to ask of short attention spans. And it was way more involved than I had even remotely anticipated, especially for a project that I thought I was just kind of building like this simple little house out of. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I think, I don't have an issue with the price as much as I used to now that I've seen how many hours we're going to get out of it, at least the activity. The other thing that we talked about though, and immediately became a problem is like, what do I do with all this cardboard shit that I've built now? Because now I already have this thing like in the way, just sitting out because what am I going to do with this? And I built one of like 6 of these. So I'm going to have all this dumb shit just laying around my house that I don't want to keep, but I paid a bunch of money for. So I don't know. I guess I give it my parent thumbs up for fun video game related thing to do with your kids, but it's not for me, obviously. It's very much for my children, and they got a kick out of it. But I kind of wish I'd have just waited and maybe got this thing cheaper.
You gotta assume it's gonna be on sale soon, but it looked interesting though.
Yeah.
Do your kids ask to keep playing like that house?
No.
The house game or whatever?
Never.
So it's like a one thing, huh?
Yeah. And my son has not seen it because he lost attention span. Like his attention was gone well before we finished that thing. My daughter loves arts and crafts, so she's been more about continuing to work on the house. So she's painted the roof now. She's going to be putting stickers on. Like, so she's getting more into decorating this stuff than she is the actual little mini game. And to be honest, that mini game is sort of weird because you've got this little like virtual pet thing that lives in there. And it's kind of like, I don't know what it is. It's like a dog gerbil looking thing that's kind of like a ball shaped almost. But you're kind of torturing this thing. Like you plug in a thing and a fan comes up and you like blast the thing with a fan. Or you attach this other piece and it grabs the thing with like a ball grabber thing and shoots it down a bowling lane. So really it's like, how can we torment this animal, the game? So it's like an interactive like torture device for your children is kind of what this boils down to.
We don't know what crimes this animal has committed.
Right.
So
Yeah.
he might be on house arrest.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I like, again, like I said, I give it a recommendation for like a fun project with, small kids, but the lasting appeal of this thing, I think, is pretty limited.
Yeah, I think if my kids were just a few years older, I would probably pick it up. But knowing that your son is the same age as my oldest, I was like, okay, they're not going to hang in there for 3 hours to do this thing. So
yeah, and after watching my time lapse video of my son just like sitting there eating popcorn and like 8 other snacks and not paying attention to the project at hand at all, you're like, yep, this is not working.
Yeah, it would be just me building it, and like, I guess that would be okay, but I don't know. I'd rather do Legos at that point.
Yeah,
for me.
Well, and the thing with Legos too is like at least at that point you can take it apart and like rebuild it again. Like, what am I going to do with this? Because some of those parts that we built for the house are so intricate, there's no way to disassemble them and put them back together that it would ever work the same again. That's a problem. I mean, so it is just always going to take up space in your house.
Huh.
Cool though. I mean, it's cooler than I gave it credit for. we'll see how the rest of the projects go.
Does that one have the piano in it?
Yeah, piano, dirt bike, little robot controlled thing, fishing game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm a little afraid
Hey.
for the other ones after how tedious this one was.
Well, you do love your fishing, handheld fishing games, so
It's
that might be
true.
right up your alley.
Yeah, maybe I'll get sucked into this for like 4 hours straight and catching fish with my Switch.